why don't we get started with our second video? So now we're just kind of exploring a little bit. Like I mentioned in my previous video, if you watch that one, I usually like to make them start out with $0. So during the beginning of this, I was actually trying to look up how to make his funds go down to zero. I usually know off the top of my head, but sometimes I can't remember. I did end up picking like a vacant lot just so we can really start from the bottom and see how well he does. So his name is Nicholas Taylor, so that's the name of our sim that we have. And so now I'm just actually picking a job. And I kind of looked through it because it's pretty cool. I like the Get to Work expansion pack. I think that's really great for if you have like one sim and if you have maybe like another sim that has just like a regular job, because then you can actually follow that one sim to the profession and have them do like the tasks and stuff. And so, I just picked like the cooking job. So you'll see here I'm still struggling a little bit. I'm like looking around, just kind of exploring, seeing what's around our lot. So I picked the middle of nowhere lot because I thought that was pretty funny that it was called that. And so while I'm still looking for that code, I have him going over to look at some of the plants, some of the stuff that's growing around his area, so that way I kind of get an idea of what we can get and what we are going to be able to harvest and possibly sell for some money, so we can kind of make some money off of that. Gonna catch some frogs, make a little bit of money off of that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys can like breed the frogs together, which is pretty cool. And some of them will breed rare ones, and then they're like worth $100 or something like that. And you can get a lot of money that way if you're really interested in that. So I discovered in the back of our little middle of nowhere lot that there's a great little beach there. There's like a little fire pit, little fishing area. So I had him go over there to explore, turn on the fire pit. It's pretty cool. It looks really nice. So I definitely really enjoy this world, and I'm happy to be able to finally really explore it and see what's going on. So that house over there right in the top right corner, that house looks very nice, and later on you'll see I get to explore it a little bit, and I kind of want to take over the house a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So just added a bunch of fuel to the fire, which is pretty crazy. And then I had him dance a little bit because I didn't know if he was going to do some crazy dance or if it was just going to be like regular dancing. So it looks like he's just going side to side and enjoying himself. Got the dance skill, which is pretty nice. So still looking for that code to get rid of the money. And now he's going a little crazy with his dance moves. It's actually pretty funny. If you ever watch a sim dance, like for an extended period of time, they do some pretty interesting things. So here I am. I enabled the cheats just so I could take away his money. And I did forget to disable them, but I didn't actually activate anything else. So, once I shut the game off, it usually resets itself, so it's alright. So we're not going to really do any cheats in the game, except for that one, which just gives us $0. So like I said in my previous video, I love starting fresh. No money is the best way to start. I really like to see how far the Sims can go.
Want a fish?
Fuba Torka?
And what they'll end up with at the end of their life. So now there's a little welcome wagon party going on, meeting some of the neighbors. This guy over here with his tattoos and his headphones is like looking around thinking he's all cool and stuff. I'm not even sure what this other guy is even talking about. He just like almost seems like he's laughing to himself. And then I go there and like I talk to him, kind of conversating, having a good time, clearly with the little plus signs. So that's awesome. Now we're gonna have a group conversation. So what I really wanted to do was try to get him to have some friends at least, so his social can be up if he gets phone calls, things like that, hang out with people. This second video is going to be kind of just like the basics and the introduction of what I'm doing. Oh, looks like whatever they were talking about you didn't like. But, you know, as we go further into the game, I will start to do more things, and we'll start to build a house. So just a warning, I am not the best at house building. I am probably, I'm pretty awful at it. You know, I'll think something looks good, and I'll try to do all these things, but I don't know how, you know, some other videos I've watched, you know, they have like little cheats and they can make the houses look amazing, and I can't do that. I've tried, and you know, it always ends up looking pretty bad. So, but you know, whatever. I'm more into the story of aspect of what's going on with The Sims rather than building. I mean, I do like to build, but not so much. So now I'm just exploring the clubs, and I'm looking at what Jacques Valerial, is that his last name? I'm looking at what clubs he's in, and then I decided I didn't want to do that. So now I was looking to see how long I had the lifespan for. So usually when you used to hover over the name of your sim, it would say how many days left they had. So I don't know if it just wasn't showing, so then I had to go into the settings and put it to long, because I actually like them to live a really long time, which they may never die, especially if I'm going to be recording videos. It's probably going to be, I mean, these Sims are probably going to live for a long time, but, you know, I feel like in the beginning days, I guess when I play alone, when I fast forward through it really fast, like they go through their life so quick, and then when I finally think about having them start a family, it's like, well, they're not even young anymore, and they're old, and you know, so I'm still just kind of getting acquainted with some of the newer things. Like I said, I haven't played in a while. The last time I played was maybe a few months ago, so I'm kind of just doing what I guess I usually do, which is just start off by talking to people, and then eventually you'll see here. Look at him. He thinks he's so cool the way he's standing. He's like looking around like, yep, I'm awesome. Look at all my friends that I have. When in reality, he really doesn't have any friends. But I did think that he was like a little bit on the skinny side when I made him. Usually I don't like my Sims to be too thin. I don't know, it just like bothers me. But then I look at the other Sims that are in the game and they're like even thinner, and I'm like, what? I don't even know. They all need to eat some food, and you'll see a little bit later, which is pretty funny, when Nick goes and joins some of the clubs that all they do is eat. So that's what I'm actually doing right now, is I'm looking to see, so he's into the culinary stuff, and now okay, the upper crust. So I was like, okay, that's perfect. Like, that's perfect. We can join this. And this is we're getting our invitation to meet up. We're having a super secret meeting at the lighthouse. So we're on our way. And one thing I do want to say is, like, the loading screens actually aren't that bad. When I heard that The Sims 4 was gonna have loading screens, I didn't really like it that much. But then, you know, it's not so bad. So it goes pretty quick. I do need to update a little bit of my computer to kind of handle it a little bit better. I mean, I think it does a great job. I mean, everything is pretty fluid. But there are some things I would like to add to make it maybe a little bit better. We'll see. So now we're just talking with the Upper Crusts group, and this is actually the house that I'm pretty sure I mentioned earlier in the video where I said look up the top right. Because their house is awesome, and I definitely, if I could live there one day in real life, I would not complain one bit. But seeing as this guy, Nick, has no house, no appliances, no nothing, you know, once you take a look inside, you'll see why I have him stay over a little bit. So I don't know, some people say like, oh, you can't sleep in other people's houses, that's cheating, or he has a place to sleep, blah blah blah. But I mean, I think we all play a little differently, and right now I actually think it's okay. Like I don't really care if he stays in their house. I mean, they're part of a club. I mean, club sleepover. Yeah, like so. But I am trying to get acquainted with these other people, and you'll see again, like you'll see some parts where I'll kind of skip forward through it, and other parts where I'll stop. So I mean, it's pretty interesting. So I trying to build up our relationship a little bit. Then everybody leaves. I'm stuck here looking around. It's just me by myself, and then I'm like, all right, let me go over here. And then for a little bit, I couldn't figure out why the walls were still up until I realized, oh, I have that setting up on the top right corner. So you'll see me going in and out a little bit, and like the Sims will be blocked by the wall. And I don't know how I didn't realize it sooner, but I eventually figured it out. So it looks like all of them are eating, and I'm just trying to get to know more people. And what's funny is you see that lady in the back, she was just sitting down eating, the one in the dress, and then she got up and got another plate of food. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, are they still hungry? How can they still be hungry? After she just ate some food, and I was gonna go grab it. And little old me is sitting on the couch, or little old Nick is sitting on the couch, and I'm thinking, alright, time to get some food. Everybody's eating, I'm hungry, I could eat. And you know, I'm like, all right, let me talk a little bit more, and then maybe I'll get up and I'll get some food. So I really wanted to be funny. I did like in The Sims 3 where you could have like a bunch of traits, maybe like funny, have a sense of humor. I wish they would allow you to have more than just 3. I mean, I know you get them when you get like the lifetime points, and you can add like extra like features and stuff, or extra traits that you'll have, but I think starting off, like, they could add, like, the sense of humor ones, or just little things like that, like, from the old games, because I feel like the selection is good, but I think it could be better. So, I don't know if I realized that there was no food and just decided to keep talking, or if I eventually go over there, but I think somebody... Oh no, I actually see a plate of food. I think I eventually see it, and then I go and grab it. So yeah, so I saw that lady go and grab the food, and then I went over there to grab it, or take some food too. But you see them, they just keep eating over and over again, and I don't get it. Oh, it looks like he's got to use the bathroom. Oh well. You can enjoy this plate of food first, and then we'll go take a leak in the toilet. So I'm still struggling with the walls, and then you'll see eventually that I end up fixing it, but unfortunately for right now, it's kind of... So I'm trying to make this like my new family, so I can stay there all the time. Oh, here we go. There's the wall thing. Now I'm back in it. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. Most times I think the setting that I have is always on the walls, like the way it is now. I actually used to play with all the walls down. I didn't want to see anything on the walls, but then I realized like all those decorations and stuff that you set, you wouldn't be able to see them if you had no walls up. So now I usually typically play like this because it's nice, because then it almost looks like they're actually in a little home and you're watching them. So I think, yeah, they're gonna start talking to me again, but I was like, I can't do it. I gotta go to the bathroom. He's gonna pee himself if he doesn't go. There's like mods and stuff and cheats to like take away that little blurry thing, and it's funny, if you take it away, it just looks like they're sitting on the toilet in her clothes. And obviously that doesn't make any sense.
Won't say Bob.
But
So.
I've always seen like other people getting like different hairstyles and I'm like, I don't know, and I know you can like mod the Sims and I've tried doing that a little bit. But I really prefer just to play with just the base stuff, like all the stuff that comes like with when whatever EA releases the Sims, like the Sim packs. Like usually I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't see the need to go too above and beyond. I mean, like I said, I've tried it, and I guess maybe I'm just not that creative. But like I said, my main focus is like the story mode, you know, how they look like. I like to pick out their outfits in the beginning, but usually towards the end. I don't ever change their outfits until they grow up. So I mean, if it was like a kid, you know, obviously teenagers change their outfit, you know, they can still wear the same clothes somewhat when they're in a young adult, but I usually will change the clothes. And then from young adult to adult, depending on where they are in their life, you know, if they're more successful, I'll change their clothes to make them fit their lifestyle. Now their new lifestyle, and then once they become like an older person, like an elder, I'll do the same thing. I'll make them wear like little grandpa or grandma clothes. It's pretty cute. And I think everybody is going to sleep now. Oh, except for me, or actually maybe they're all going home. I don't know. She's still cooking. Look at that. I don't understand. Why is she still cooking? She's crazy. How many times has she eaten? And then I was gonna go make something, and then I realized I don't have any money, so I can't. Not that I was hungry, so I don't really know what I was... Oh, I think because we're still in the club gathering, one of the perks is you cook food. So cooking food is like awesome. You know, bar drinks, eating, mixing bar drinks, and cooking. So, and I was like, all right, am I going to add somebody to this? Which I'll probably add people later if I get more friends, or if I, you know, become involved with somebody and I want them to be in my club hangout. Maybe I'll do that. And I want to explore some of the perks a little bit because I'm not really sure. I mean, they're pretty interesting, like the little handshakes. You can have more Sims. It looks like some of them are already there. The homework one, I was like, well, he's a young adult, so we probably wouldn't need that. And like the angry vibe, I don't know why you would want to have a group gathering and then them leave all angry. But I like the inspired one. That's pretty cool. And then the club jackets, that's actually pretty cool. It's nice that they can actually get like little outfits that they can wear with each other. So I was definitely interested in seeing all of that stuff and seeing any of the other perks that came with being in a club and how they really work. So now I'm like looking through some of the other clubs just to see, but I'll probably end up creating my own. I'm not sure what I would do with it or what I would call it. Maybe the restaurant tours or something like that. People who own restaurants, and you can only join if you own a restaurant, although I don't think that that's actually a requirement that you can set, but we'll see. So, you know, like I said, this first video is mostly just kind of getting acquainted with things, and this video I think is maybe a half an hour long. All the other ones I think are gonna be like 20 minutes long. So yeah, so I decided to take a nap there. So like I was saying before, I really like the house, and like some people will say, oh, you shouldn't sleep, you know, at other people's houses, but I couldn't help it. It just looks so nice. Look at it. You got like a nice little living area. You have a nice kitchen. It's nice and open. You have rooms for the kids. Downstairs bathroom, a nice pool, and then the upstairs. Look at the parents' room. They have like the little bed like right in the middle of the room. And then they have like a nice little a walk-in closet, and then they got a gym. That is the perfect house. Perfect house. And it's a lot of the windows are glass so you can see out and they're right by the water. So I would love to have a house like that even in the sim world. So I like the people that are in it. So hopefully, we make friends with them and maybe we'll steal some of their house ideas. The lot that I chose is pretty small, so it's not really like I can build something huge on it. But for him, for now, a small lot is perfect. We don't need anything bigger than that because he doesn't have any money.